if you're hearing this, Alex is going crazy because the Ducks actually made the playoffs, and we're all proud of him. He's in a Ducks jersey. I'm in a Ducks jersey because my team is a miserable failure, and Tyler's in a. Why are you wearing a Bruins jersey?
We lived there for 4 years. You know,
I know we lived there for 4.
We kind of get used to it.
I know we got
to get.
To be fair, my Bruins jersey is in my closet, but I didn't want to wear it because go Sabres. That being said, welcome to Up the Boards. This is a hockey podcast about hockey. We're back just in time for Game 2 of the playoff series. Things happen. We're busy people. This isn't our full-time job, so it's fine. My name is Yusuf. That's Alex, and that's Tyler. And boys, playoff season is here finally.
I can't believe it.
The best time of the year for hockey is finally here.
Not gonna lie, I saw a bracket graphic during broadcasts, an ESPN broadcast yesterday, and just seeing the Ducks logo in the bracket had me basically shitting my pants.
Oh, it's great.
I couldn't believe it.
It's great. It's okay. Seeing the Sabres is just as crazy for everyone.
Oh my God. The Sabres and Ducks are in the same playoff bracket.
The Sabres are awesome. That's a whole
the Sabres are going to win it all. I don't know about that, but they might.
Oh, where's your hope?
Oh, the hope's there. Don't worry. So here's how we're going to break down today's episode. We are just going to be talking about the playoffs because that's what else. Why would you talk about anything else? What the fuck is wrong with you?
We all shaved, even Yusuf.
I did a little, not much. There's still hair there. Anyway, I didn't think about doing playoff beard this year, so I probably should have.
You still got till 7 tonight.
Yeah, you got a good point. That being said, gentlemen, let's start this off, shall we? So let's start with the West and all the current round one. We're only going through round ones, by the way. We're not going through our whole bracket because that might end up in Tyler's tinfoil hat conspiracy where he thinks Buffalo's going to win a la 1990.
I don't have Buffalo.
Tyler's going to believe that 1999 all over again, but instead of a no goal, it counts.
I'm actually in your country, Yusuf.
I know. Yeah, I'm aware. We're still going to start with the West. We're going to skip parts of my country for a bit. Which matchup do we want to start with? Probably the ones that have already happened.
Let's do the one that has a game.
Yeah, the one that has a game done.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And the one that I think kind of surprised a lot of people.
This might be the matchup of the first round.
There's an argument could be the matchup of the
playoffs.
Yeah, the whole playoffs. This is incredible.
So Minnesota versus Dallas. This is a matchup that everyone has been talking about going back to what? Like
the Olympic break?
Maybe even January? Like the second Minnesota acquired Quinn Hughes.
I think
and everyone look at the standings.
It could go further back. This was like
it could go further back.
October, honestly.
Colorado got off to their hot start, and everyone went, "Okay, Minnesota, Dallas, you guys are just."
Everyone went, "Okay, have fun." And then Minnesota got Quinn Hughes, and everyone said, "Okay, if it will be Minnesota, Dallas, probably." And we just got to be ready for the series, right? We got to be ready for whatever the hell it brings us. It's finally here. Definitely the most long-awaited and anticipated series in the playoffs in a long time, I think. And you want to talk about a crazy start to this series? Minnesota takes.
I did not have 6-1 Minnesota as game one.
6-1 Minnesota.
I thought like
Minnesota
3-2.
Wild. Yeah. Oh, I thought like I thought it might be a shutout. Minnesota takes game 1, 6-1. Jesper Wallstedt puts up fucking numbers last night, and Dallas goes into game 2 not looking like that powerhouse that they were coming into the playoffs. Thoughts?
Well, I mean, I don't think this is how the series is going to go. I think it's going to be a much longer 7 games.
It's going to be 7.
This thing's going 7.
This is going to be beautiful. Honestly, it is wild that the 4 of the Minnesota Wild players all got 3 points last night. That is genuinely crazy how good of a game Zuccarello, Kaprizov, Eriksson, and Boldy had. Like, all over the ice, all night long.
I mean, they just did everything. They did everything right. They played really, really excellent team defense. They were freaking blocking shots up 5 in the third period. Like taking howitzers from the blue line up 5. You don't need to get in front of that, but they did. They played great team defense. They were excellent at disrupting Dallas's offensive game plan for game 1, and they kind of matched them physically. It was just an excellently played game.
Well, then Wallstead,
Excellently played game.
any shot that got to Wallstead, he just stopped. Like, he just played out of his mind. Great hockey.
Yep.
Yeah, and the only goal he gave up was a penalty kill.
Yeah,
To Dallas, which is understandable.
it's
Like,
understandable. It's fine.
And it was Robo. All he does is score.
Again, understandable. Like, the circumstances are all understandable. Just the circumstance of the fact that Dallas got shelled 6-1 is definitely a little bit of a head scratcher. Now I have to quickly back out for a second to do something. But Alex, did you discuss the point about Wallstedt?
No, not yet.
Okay, because that's something that really intrigued me about going into this playoff series. I think the biggest question was, who was Minnesota going to start? Was it going to be Gustafsson? Was it going to be Wallstedt? Neither are a wrong answer for Minnesota, because either can be fine. They had Wallstedt start game 82, and everyone thought, okay, he's played a game. They're probably going to be starting Gustafsson. The next day, they announced that Wallstedt will in fact be starting game 1. Wallstedt does this. Alex,
I was thinking. So I first off, I watched Wallstedt in game 82 as he stonewalled the Ducks. Dude is so good. He was playing like he wanted to earn the playoff spot. And what's funny is the rest of the Wild roster was their AHL team, essentially. Well, here's a funny thing about the Wild. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the last couple games of the season, they decided to bench all of their regulars.
I noticed.
They just said they were playing in game 82. They sat 10 regulars. 10. They have like 30 on their entire roster, and they're still under the cap. So I don't know how they made that work, but they did. They're able to sit. They sat everybody. They were laser focused on this game 1. Now the goalie choice. I think I was looking at the numbers. Wallstedt is, I think, perfectly chosen to counter Dallas's offensive style. Dallas scores most of their stuff under the circle, right in front of the paint. They get right in front of the goalie and they knock stuff in. It's kind of their offensive style. Wallstedt is specifically built to counter that. He is lights out right in front of the paint. Gustafsson is vulnerable in front of the paint. And so I think Wallstedt's goalie style is perfect. It's the exact counter to the kind of goals that Dallas likes to score. So it's the fact that he came in, did it. They were so effective in game 1. It's shout. I mean, every part perfectly executed on Minnesota's part for game 1.
I think at the end of the day, preparation is, it's the playoffs. Preparation is the name of the game. You know who you're going to be facing. You're going to take as much time as you can to figure out how you're going to approach game 1. And approaching every game is going to be different in the playoffs, especially in the NHL. So you never know what's going to happen. And the fact that Minnesota has had truly all the time in the world to figure out how are we going to take on the Dallas Stars. You could not say there was a better choice at that point than Jesper Wallstedt to play game 1. And the question is now, does Dallas find a way to change things up in game 2? Alex and I quickly spoke about this before we started recording, before Tyler got in for the pod. There's not a lot of snipers on the Stars. They're all power forwards for the most part, except like Robo. Like even Wyatt Johnson. Yeah, Wyatt Johnson and Jason Robertson. First pair of teammates to have 45 goals or more on a team in, I don't even know how long it's been, a fair bit of years. But Wyatt Johnson's not a sniper either. He got a lot of goals this year. Good for him. I'm very happy he got a lot of goals. He's a great player. But he's more of that kind of fast-paced power forward. Robo can snipe, but he doesn't tend to get far away. He normally tends to shoot from the center of the half circle or just like right outside the front of the half circle between him and the crease. It's stoppable. So my question to you guys is, how do you feel Dallas is going to change things up for game 2? Or what should Dallas do going into game 2?
I think they're going to just punch harder. I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to try and turn up the physicality and make Minnesota think about it. They got pushed around in game 1, and Dallas is going to kind of want to regain that edge. That'd be where the direction I would head.
And I think you kind of sort of, with the whole thing that they have a bunch of power forwards, that's exactly what I would do. Is just, okay, boys, like, instead of trying to go around and be fancy, just go through them. Just go up the middle and just hit somebody and just dominate. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like Minnesota, a lot of the guys are older. Like, dude, just go play some hits and make a play.
Minnesota's a lot of older and smaller guys.
Yeah, like just go play dirty, gritty hockey. Go play playoff hockey. And I think just charging right up the middle and just throwing hits, as Yusuf said, or getting punchy or whatever you want to do. Like,
be the
just
Dallas
go.
Stars. That's kind of your identity as a
exactly.
franchise.
Yeah,
See the
literally,
stars,
it's like
right?
just go be power forwards and hit people. That's the entire premise of the Dallas Stars organization, and then just let Otter do his thing and help your goalie. But like,
And help your goalie, yes.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, is how much of that game can you blame on Otter?
exactly, like, and you can.
They were giving up so many high quality chances.
They were
Yeah.
okay. So I had to miss a fair bit of the game because I was on a plane. But did Hintz play yesterday?
No, but
He's still out.
played.
Okay, Hayes didn't play, but Hintz didn't. Okay, I will say I think the missing of Rupe Hintz is a big part of Dallas giving up a lot of big chances. But
For sure.
yeah, and Haskinen's only just now coming off his injury, so a little probably still shaken up. But yeah, at the end of the day, like the Stars just got to be the Stars.
I kind of figured if him coming off injury, it's going to be a game or two before he kind of finds his groove. Which
Mhm.
obviously you don't have a lot of time in the playoffs, but I just have a feeling game 2 is going to be a bloodbath against Minnesota. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think we're going the other direction. Game 2.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's going to be. I think this thing is going to be tight, wire to wire. There's not going to be a
Absolutely.
lot of breathing room in this series.
No,
The thing that I'm really fascinated in is in Dallas's counterpunch. Are they able to neutralize Quinn Hughes? Are they able to completely neutral? Like that is a huge part is the puck possession for Minnesota, and they have a puck dominant, puck moving defenseman.
one of the best, puck moving forwards, or puck. He's basically a forward. One of the best puck moving defensemen in the league.
Well, as we just talked about, though, I mean, it's, you got to separate the body from the puck. Best way to do that is throw
Just
a hit.
Throw a hit and push him. Wow.
Yeah. Like, he got large guys on Dallas. Just
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
some big boys out there.
Did you guys see the Kaprizov goal?
I did not.
trying to remember.
It's
missed one of
just
the
a
goals he goes with.
snipe. It's like the nastiest thing. It's so crazy. So I was thinking about this too. Kirill's got this highest paid contract in the entire NHL.
Yes, he does.
Does he have his signature moment yet?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kirill. I'm sorry, but you're getting paid 17 AAV moving forward. This is your team. Make your moment? And I think it's this series. If Minnesota stands tall and Kirill is Kirill for the series, I think Minnesota's going to edge out Dallas. And I think everybody's going to look at Kirill Kaprizov and say, that's why they paid the man.
See, interestingly, I feel like if Minnesota pulls this series out, I think everyone's going to be talking about Wallstead.
I think everyone's going to be talking about Wallstead too.
Like, honestly, it wouldn't even be Kaprizov at that point. I think it'd be Wallstead. If he can shut down Dallas like this and take the series.
Because I think, to your point, Tyler, I do agree with you. I think with Kirill Kaprizov, at the end of the series, a Kirill Kaprizov can easily, depending on who you ask, outscore a Mikko Rantanen. That's kind of the name of the game when you look at the comparables of each team, right? You're looking at Rantanen and Kaprizov, but then you look at not so much the goaltending comparison of Otter and Wallstedt. You look more at the imminent threat that Dallas is, and the fact that Jesper Wallstedt was able to do all of that. If Minnesota gets out of the series, they will be talking about Wallstedt being a Conn Smythe favorite.
At 23 years old.
Yes. Like, he's like, if he pulls this off, we're looking at like a Cam Ward level run from 2006.
I don't think I feel bad for Gustafsson too, because if
I
Wallstedt
do too,
if Wallstedt gets them through this series without getting yanked, oh my goodness, can you take him out of the net? Right? It's just got to be him.
Yes and no. And the reason I say no is because I think it comes from your point earlier about how they both handle the net, right? Wallstedt's great at in-your-face play. He's not great with long range. Gustafsson's a little better when it comes to stopping pucks, from the half circle or from the dot or from the blue line. Assuming they beat Dallas, which I think they will in Game 7, they get Colorado next. Colorado's a team that likes to shoot.
Disrespectful to the LA Kings, Yusuf. Winners of 20 regulation games.
What about all those loser points? All those loser points.
I can't wait for the Kings to actually win. We're all just sitting there like,
I know, right? Like we're gonna eat our fucking words.
All right,
But I think that Minnesota is fortunate that they have the option to switch up whenever they need to. Not necessarily if one of them's doing bad, but the option of, okay, this team tends to do this a little more, switch.
hey man, that's what they used to do back in like the 80s, dude. Like you had 2 goalies and you would platoon them, and it's just you had a 1A and a 1B, and it was just like,
Exactly.
oh, so and so's hot, throw them in there. Like the Islanders did that all the time in the 80s, and obviously that worked pretty well for them.
It worked very well for them, yeah.
So,
well, Yusuf, you kind of dropped your prediction, but let's predict the round officially after game 1. Who's taking it? I'll go first. I've got Minnesota in 7.
okay, I'll go. Dallas in 7.
Minnesota in 7.
Right,
We've all
I'll
got
do
7. I think that's the part that we're pretty correct on.
I think that's the part that everyone is kind of set on, is that it will more than likely be a 7-game series. It's just who the hell gets out of it alive at the end of it. That's the hard part. Yeah.
Right. Also, you have to hope that no one wants to see a major player injured. So you also have to hope that everyone's healthy and we just get the best of these two teams, because this might be the series of the whole tournament. You guys want to hop over to finish up the central bracket?
Series of the tournament.
Okay.
And
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later. The rest of the central bracket?
Rest of the central bracket?
Let's finish the central, yeah. Or I guess the half central.
The half central.
We're talking about the Kings, aren't we?
The Colorado Avalanche versus the Los Angeles Kings. You want to just
4?
open this Avs in 4?
I don't know why you guys are surprised.
Okay, so let's talk about comparables first. And by that I mean if we look at, every part of the lineup and compare how much of an advantage does the Colorado Avalanche actually really have over the Kings. All of it.
I would like to start this.
Uh-huh.
I actually think goaltending is weirdly close, believe it or not.
I agree with you.
Okay, yeah, like
I agree.
The Wedgwood's elite conversation, I think, needs to die. Like I like Scott Wedgwood, but like it's not him who's getting.
They are a good tandem together.
They are a great tandem together, but this Avs team feels exactly when the Avs won with Darcy Kemper, and he was the 17th best goalie in the playoffs. Like this is exactly how it feels. Like Scott Woodward, I like Darcy Kemper.
It's the team. It's the team in front of him. Right?
Yeah,
the team in front of the Wedgwoods and the Blackwoods.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter. Like you could have I could be back there and we'd probably win a game. Like it's not. So like honestly, like I don't know. Now defense, I think we could very clearly give to Colorado. And I think offense we could very clearly give to Colorado. And vibes we can give to Colorado. We can give everything to Colorado, coaching and everything. But honestly, this kind of feels like a series where Colorado's going to choke, and I don't know why.
I think they could lose one game, and it'll be in LA, and Kopitar is going to have like a "I'm going out high" moment. But I don't see this going longer than 5.
I have this sweep Colorado murdering, by the way, like in my actual bracket.
Colorado could actually murder
there's like a very small part of me. It's like there's just going to be an upset. This could be like the upset of all upsets. This feels like a very Colorado series to lose, honestly.
So while I was, absolutely. Historically, this feels like the most like Colorado might actually lose this. It's kind of giving the vibes of that Kraken series from a couple years ago. They win the cup, and then the next season they get bounced in the first round by Seattle. Like, it's kind of giving that vibe again. I'm starting to get afraid. Damn it, why are you doing this to me?
I don't know, though. Like, Seattle, like, the Kraken team that knocked out the Avs could score.
I guess.
This Kings team can't score.
No. Well, they can score against bad teams.
As someone who's watched this man for a couple of years now, playoff Panarin is a weird man. Like, I remember, like, the Rangers series where we were down 3-0 to Pittsburgh, and then Panarin's just like, watch this, and then we won the series. Yeah, ridiculous. Trust me, he can, like, Pisty's gone, like, a lot of other things. I have a lot of feelings on, like, he was just not a good fit for us at the point we're at, but, like, oh my god, in the playoffs, he's just like, I'll go score 3 goals, and just puts on an absolute shining of a period, and it's ridiculous.
That is one player I think to keep in mind during the series is going to be Artemi Panarin, him and Anze Kopitar especially. Weirdly enough, So I was just in Vancouver on vacation, as the two of them know. And while I was there, I went to go watch the Canucks' last home game, and they were playing the Kings. And in the middle of that game, I'm watching Darcy Kemper be Darcy Kemper. And I go, man, if they lose, they have to play the Avalanche. Darcy Kemper gets to play the team he won the cup with. And as soon as I thought that, I went, wait, he knows how they're going to play. Darcy, if there's anyone that's going to know how playoff Avalanche function, it's going to be Darcy Kemper. I'm not saying it's a game breaker.
I don't think the Avalanche play any different any time of year.
No.
This is like we
I
have
don't
seen.
think so.
They're they're running the same scheme. We have seen this core. Like they're not surprising anyone. It's the inevitability of their skill.
They never do. Yeah.
As
It's
someone
just-
who likes a hot take, I'm going to say something kind of bizarre.
Oh yeah.
Have the Avs really been that good over the last 8 years? Like, granted, they won a cup, but like, I feel like people talk about the Avs more than we all talked about the Lightning when they were like krilling everybody.
Behemoths, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like everyone's talking about the Avs more. And granted, the Avs always been the cup division. Like, I understand that. But it's like, I feel like they get to the playoffs and it's just like second, third round. They're just like, we're good.
Okay.
I think part of it stems from, sorry, Alex, I just want to say this. I think part of that conversation stems from how they won the cup in 2022. Like only suffering 4 losses through the entire playoffs.
Yeah, and like one thing,
I think that's
incredibly impressive single
run. But the problem is, I think that is where everyone, myself included, I'm guilty of this, I'll admit it, look at that run and go, oh yeah, the Avalanche should be winning the cup every single year.
Before that, like a year or two before that, people were just
all
on the train. And it's like, I'm just like, the Lightning didn't have this. I would argue they were they're still good. Like, they're killing it.
They're still good.
They didn't. The Lightning didn't go anywhere. The Panthers just out-Florida'd them for a little bit.
Yeah.
This gets into something we can talk more in the offseason because I have a whole thesis I can present.
Oh,
but
Wow,
NHL fan bases,
Ah.
NHL fan bases, and NHL media only care about like 16, 18.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
They simply and they care about way more than others. So the bar to the threshold of doing something to be dominating like the media circuit or dominating public opinion about how a team plays is way lower for other teams.
Oh, absolutely.
Way lower for the other teams. And I think the Avalanche are one of those franchises. The Avalanche are one of those franchises. They got, people talk about Joe Sakic and like there's this like generation of hockey dudes who are like, yeah, that's a franchise to be proud of. And like, what a true hockey franchise. And they talk about them. But then you get Tampa and Florida running the league for 6 straight years at this point.
Yeah.
And we're just like, they no taxes. That's cheating. They're not one of these like true proud hockey states like everybody else. And there's like a total elitism about how people talk about teams. And so if we're talking about Tyler's point, how relevant have the Avalanche actually been from like a dynasty perspective? They just have a little bit of a lower threshold and they have two of the 3 best Canadian players. And the Canadian interest bump is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep. As a Canadian, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
It is. Like the Avalanche, I don't know. It's just so weird. Because for years, what was it? The year before they won the cup? They got knocked out by Dallas or whatever it was, I think. And everyone was so focused on Nathan McKinnon's never going to win a cup. Colorado Avalanche had such a good season. Can they do it? I'm like, did they have a good season? They did fine. They had a decent playoff, but they lost again. And then even the year they won the cup, I have no recollection of people going crazy about the Avalanche. Other than the media going, is this the Avalanche's year? It's I don't know. They just lost 6 in a row, weirdly, somehow, maybe.
But this is the Avalanche team, though. I think this year's team is if they win the cup this year, it cements an era, right? For a core. Yes. And this is their first dominant season. And they even had stretches during this dominant season where they kind of
slumped. If they can follow up the season they just had with a playoff run similar to what they did in 2023 or 22. Yeah, 22. Sorry. In 2022. Then yes, this is definitely a must talk about Avalanche team. Because even right now, they were so dominant for most of this season, but in the times they were slumping, Everyone's still talking about the fucking Avalanche.
Okay.
Like,
2017-18 lost in the first round. 2018-19 lost in the second to the Sharks. 2019-20 lost in the second to the Stars. 2020-2021 lost in the second to the Knights. They won the
Golden
cup.
Knights, that's right.
21-22 they won the cup. 23 got lost to the Kraken in the first round. 23-24 they lost in the second round to the Stars. 24-25 they lost in the first round to the Stars. So the only year they made it out of the second round, they won the cup. I mean, it feels very much like Washington, admittedly.
Kind of.
Yeah, sounds
kind
right.
of.
Subpar goaltending, prolific goal scorer.
Yeah.
Finally, out of the second round, won one cup.
Yeah, this is all to say with the Avalanche that it's either they're going to kill the Los Angeles Kings or it is going to be one of the funniest choke jobs we'll ever see.
God, I'm praying for the one, but my bracket wants the other.
I have them getting out of here in 5. Crazily enough, I have them getting out of here in 5. I think they drop one game, and to Alex's point, it's definitely going to be an LA home game.
Guess we'll find out tonight, right?
I guess we'll find
Today,
out.
we're going to find out in a couple hours.
Yep.
Game 1.
All right. Okay, excellent.
Yeah. I'm guessing the rest of you have sweeps.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still going to be a realist, even with my tinfoil.
No, I'm trying to be a realist about it, but I was like, oh, they might drop one just by accident. Like, I don't know anymore. Then again, I think in my bracket, I do have them sweeping. So,
I think we should get to the most important.
Do you want to do that right now?
Yeah, we should do it right now. Unless she's talking to somebody else.
Are we talking about which series we're talking about? Are we talking about the elephant in the room or the mammoth in the room?
The mammoth in the room.
Let's do that.
It's the same animal, by the way. Both pachyderms. All right. This series is another one that I have that is going to be, I think it's going to be interesting in the most fun way. The Pacific winning, somehow, Vegas Golden Knights are going to be taking on the second most vibes maybe in the NHL right now.
The most vibes.
The most vibes.
Don't.
That fucking
No, we know this.
The Mammoth riding goddamn Utah Mammoth, baby. Let's talk comparable, shall we?
Holy moly. Where do
we start?
To break down this series?
Hurts my head.
Can
You guys want to just jump out? Let's jump out with
Okay.
predictions and then we'll break down
Sure,
okay,
let's go for it. Who would like to go first?
Tyler, you go first.
Mammoth and 6.
I have Vegas in 6.
Alex,
Mammoth and 7.
go use it.
Mammoth and 7, baby.
I think
Okay.
you're just being a hater, Alex. I think that's what this is.
I
The
hate both these teams.
The experts seem to agree. Like,
To be very clear, I actually don't hate Utah. It's my bit, but I hate Vegas. So
I
I think we all hate Vegas. That's fine.
No, it's
I'm gonna open up with the argument for Vegas.
That's
First off, I can't believe this is fucking working. I can't believe this
yeah.
happened
No,
to
this
them.
is very
Yeah.
weird.
John Tortorella has led the Knights won 7 of their last 10 games.
What's 7 or 8 games? They
Pretty
won.
sure it was 7.
I thought it was 8.
Maybe
It's
I'm
something
wrong.
ridiculous.
They were the hottest
7-0-3 in
in
their
the-
last.
7-0-3 in the last 10.
Okay, that's
So
what
they
it was.
zero regulation losses under John Tortorella. I did not like the hire. I was very open with you guys about no, that's just not going to work. Vegas is finally going to be bad. And what happened? Vegas, I think Tocchet, or sorry, not Tocchet. I don't think Tortorella's is doing anything. I think he walked in there and the guys themselves, the leadership group in that room, took it as a punch to themselves. We just lost our Stanley Cup winning coach. That's our fault. We need to wake up and be Vegas. Play the kind of hockey that we know how to play. And they've started doing that. They've started scoring. They've started locking people down. They're playing Vegas hockey again. And I'm going to weigh that cup winning quality of experience and depth of veteran leadership on that roster. I'm going to say Utah is going to come in punching wildly. They're going to win a couple games. I think this is going to go 6. But at the end of it all, I think Vegas and their home ice advantage is going to play a role, and they will end up winning the series.
Tyler?
Yep, that's my name. Let's see. Can you actually call it as it said another thing? Tyler asked. Anyway, let's see. Truthfully, what Torch has done is very impressive. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's kind of wild. However, looking at numbers, because I'm a numbers guy, believe it or not, and a vibes guy. Let's start with vibes. Mammoth all the way, right? Like, I mean, that's not even close.
The vibes are immaculate in Utah.
Everyone was talking about Vegas's vibes like 5 years ago. That's no one cares anymore. No one cares about the shows before the Mammoth Zamboni. Like, we don't even have to like
the Zamoth. Excuse me. Call it by its legal government name.
The Zamoth. Excuse me. Is
not a real Zamboni.
It doesn't matter. It's majestic.
Yeah, it's majestic. It's
majestic.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a party bus. That's what it is.
I believe a Mammoth.
I don't care. I'd ride it.
Yeah, the Zamoth is what we needed in this country. It's going to heal us. The second thing, looking at the actual numbers, if I asked you which team has scored more goals, what would you say?
That's Utah.
It's Utah. Yeah.
Well.
Now, it's only by 3 in the whole season, but they've also given up 10 less. So that just tells me they care more. Number 2, this is the weird one. Regulation wins. It's Utah.
Yeah, because they were overtime merchants under Cassidy all season long. This Vegas team looked awful until the last 20 games of the season.
Now, once again, I hear you. A coaching change can go a long way, but at the end of the day, it's still the same guys. So it's like that's kind of there. Like, yeah, this is like a nice little cute little run, but is it going to be like sustainable in the playoffs? I don't know. Now, if you said which goalie would you rather take, I'm taking the Mammoths duo over any of the guys on Vegas.
Over any of the shuffle that's going on in Vegas.
They're going to start.
I don't
Carter. Think so. They're starting Carter Hart.
I thought that's what they said. Maybe I misread something earlier.
If that's true, I might change my pick.
If that's true, I might just say Mammoth in 6.
According to the internet, yeah, it seems that
Carter
Hart is starting for the Vegas Golden Knights.
That's what it looks like. That is what the internet.
Okay, Utah in 7.
Projected wise.
Okay,
I'm going back. I'm off. I'm off Vegas. Utah in 7. God damn it!
I think the other thing too to discuss quickly before we get into really looking at the lineups, and both great points to add to Tyler. One thing I learned was Utah never faced a shootout this entire season.
They get it done.
So they know how to either lose in overtime or get it done.
They only lost in overtime 6 times.
And that's 3-on-3. We're talking still full 5-on-5. And once again, they have more regulation ones. And to me, that's more of a
wasn't that's 6 over. You said 6 overtime losses?
Mm-hmm.
So,
right. And they're playing the biggest overtime merchants this season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who lost a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kings are the biggest overtime merchants.
That's true. That's right.
The crazy thing is, Utah's better on the road.
They are very good on the road.
It's also a short flight for both teams. Like, it's going to be a good series. I think it's going to be one of the more interesting ones.
Like, the travel's not going to be too bad for either of them. So there's an advantage that goes both ways. When you look at the lineups as a whole, where do we see the advantage? Goaltending goes to Utah.
Vegas has been getting good performances down the stretch. If they get that in the playoffs, I don't love Vejmelka.
No, but he is serviceable. Vejmelka is a very serviceable goalie for what they have, right? But in comparison, you're rolling, if you're Vegas, you're rolling, what is it? Like, it's Adin Hill, Carter Hart, and who the hell's the third guy they're running? I can't remember.
Schmid.
Is it Akira Schmid?
Yep.
Yeah. So, you don't know what you're going to get out of that. Adin Hill, maybe, but that's Adin Hill's a Stanley Cup champion, so it makes sense. Defense. On paper, the Vegas Golden Knights do have the better defensive core.
I agree.
Well, right? The acquisition of Rasmus Andersson, while to anyone else crazy, but to Vegas, that's just a fucking Tuesday for them, looked a little shaky at first. They got to figure it out. They're fine. The Vegas defense core is perfectly okay as it is. Forwards, in terms of overall skill, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of closer than people think. I think Utah takes it.
It's way closer than people think. Vegas is not. Vegas aren't slot. They're not like nothing, right? They're not pushovers. But Utah brings the youth, the speed, the skill. They have physicality too.
I think Utah's got better firepower.
This is probably the worst Vegas roster we've seen.
which is
I-
crazy considering
it's
the
just 'cause
names
it's
on that
old.
roster.
It's
And
just because
they're old. Oh.
Yeah, but like even once you start getting into like just some of the guys, like the second line players, it's just not great. I mean, like Brett
Well-
Howden,
Yeah.
like yes, they have Hurdle, yes, they have like Dorofeyev,
Eichel, Dorofeyev, Barbashev.
like Nick Dowd, Colton Sissons, Colasar, Smith, another Smith, or two Smiths, like Brett
Mitchell
Howden,
Marner not mentioned.
Yeah,
I was
well,
going to get to Mitchell
I was
Marner.
going to get to the top line in a second, but like, yeah, outside their top line, I mean, their depth is kind of shit. Honestly,
It's just a
Who's
bunch
gonna
of
Who's gonna
dudes.
score for them besides Dorofeyev and
Yeah.
her?
yeah, like, yeah, it's just not good. Really, you look at Utah. I mean, you got some dogs on the team, boys. Like,
Well, Utah, I think Utah too has a chip on their shoulder going into this, right? Like they know what they're up against, and I think we're going to really see the dogs come out. I need to check something here in terms of Vegas. What is their first line looking like? Okay, so this is a conversation that's been going on in Vegas for a while. Is the fact that Marner is okay? He's back on the wing apparently, according to Daily Faceoff. Great. Marner is playing on the wing for Jack Eichel with Mark Stone on the other side, right? Who the hell is shooting the puck? They're all passers. They're all like elite top 10 passers in the league. Who the fuck is shooting on that line? Like the reason I asked this question.
Uyghur? Not Uyghur, sorry, Uyghur's on Utah.
Yeah, we're going to. The
Anderson.
reason I asked this
They're gonna just
question,
pass it
probably.
back to Anderson and he'll shoot.
Yeah, he's gonna fire from the blue line. The reason I asked this question, and thank you, Alex, for bringing his name up, is are people finally going to see Mitch Marner show up in a playoff series? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, we could ask the simple question: do we think Eichel and Mark Stone is better than Matthews and whoever else is playing? I mean, like you can on any given season. I mean, we could have that conversation day in and day out, and it's like I don't know.
That's just it, right? Is you look at the kind of players on Vegas and you go, okay, that guy could be a game breaker, that guy could be a game breaker, that guy could be a game breaker, and then there's Mr. $12 million.
Yep.
Everything you did to get him, which wasn't much, realistically. You just had to give up Nicholas. But you got the guy you wanted. And this is the first, I want to say, first season that Mitch is not a point per game. He finished with 80 points over 81 games. Shame. Can he be a game breaker for Vegas? Or will the Utah Mammoth, shut
I think
it down?
the answer is he can be.
He can be.
I think
but
the
it's
answer is
will
he
he?
can be. And I'm kind
That's
of
the problem is
rooting
will
for him
he?
to do it, but
Because then you look at the kind of depth that Utah is going to be running against Vegas. Like, according to Daily Faceoff, again, these things could change by the time this game starts. They're running their first line of Clayton Keller, Nick Schmaltz, and Lawson Krause. A second line of Kyler Yamamoto, Logan Cooley, and Dylan Genther. JG Peterka is playing wing on their third line. Like, there are dogs on all of those lines that can easily match up to anything Vegas is going to throw at them.
I think it's going to come down to discipline.
It is going to come down to discipline.
Who's going to play the more disciplined defensive game?
Yeah. Now, historically, Vegas has in the playoffs until they
Yep.
don't.
Until they don't.
But
it's-
Torch doesn't believe in defense.
Yeah, Torch doesn't believe it. John Tortorella, defensive coach? No. Never.
Is there a
But-
single, like, off topic, is there like a single, like, baby on the Knights for Tortorella to have a fight with? I don't think there's a kid. They're all like,
No, they're all old.
I could see him and Marner going at it though.
Marner
Yeah.
specifically is the
Yeah.
one I think he'd take a fight with.
Oh.
But I think at the end of it all, I'm going with Utah, man.
Yeah,
I'm going with Utah. All right, Alex.
oh, one more series to talk about.
We still have that series to talk about. For the West, we still have the East to cover. This is going to be a bit of a long one, but we'll have fun.
I feel like the
Our-
East is quicker.
Anaheim Ducks, are going to be taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton has home ice, don't they?
Edmonton has home ice.
Okay, interesting. Anaheim in 6.
Anaheim in 6.
Anaheim in 6.
Woo! Which means it's
Finally,
not going to
something
happen. We're so...
And now they're gonna get swept.
I can't believe they're here. First off, boy, did they really try and sell at the end of the season. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was hard. But they made it. They're here. That's the whole point. This core is not supposed to go on a cup run this year. at all. They're
Well, they made the
in,
playoffs.
That's the
That's a
point.
good start. Nope.
I think they have the one opponent that I am confident they could at least put up a fight and potentially win out of the Western bracket. I think Edmonton's holes are exactly where the Ducks are their strongest, which is run and gun offense. This series is going to be high scoring pretty much every game. The X factor, I think that the biggest X factor is which version of Lukáš Dostal did the Ducks get. If Dostal locks in and turns into Olympic Dostal or turns into 23-24 Dostal, I think the Ducks have a chance to get through this. He has the tie end. He just hasn't had his best season this year. The Ducks defensively are going to be leaky. They're going to have issues. It's really about what does Edmonton look like without Draisaitl? Can the Ducks match up against them for 6 games without Draisaitl? And the answer is I think they can. Plus, just the sheer vibes of the last time Connor McDavid played a playoff game in Anaheim was a particular famous game where Ryan Kessler might have murdered Cam Talbot. But
yeah, we don't talk about that. That's this series is so. Whereas Utah and Vegas is so intriguing to me, this one is more on the interesting side, and the fact that this could truly go either way. But yes, I know Connor McDavid is Connor McDavid. We all know Connor McDavid is Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl, as far as I'm aware, is still out. I don't think he's playing the first round. Let's see if there's an update from Daily Faceoff. No, nothing. Okay, he's questionable for game 1, so it doesn't really do much for them. You look at the kind of, again, you look at firepower. You look at what the Ducks are going to be running going into the series, and you go, okay, there is scoring from multiple spots, multiple different sources you can get your scoring from. With the Oilers, like, yeah, they've been scoring a fair bit. Like, Connor McDavid fucking won another Art Ross, god damn it. So, like, good for him, I guess. There's going to be a lot scored. To your point, Alex, yes, this is very much going to be a can Lukáš Dostal lock in, and will he lock in? Because that's the different maker. Because, like, who's Edmonton even running in with goaltending for this series?
Ingram? Connor Ingram, I think?
I think they're going with Ingram, which is wild.
What a time to be alive, man.
Edmonton fans would kill to have Stuart Skinner.
Yeah. It's a shame they don't have him. It's a shame they ran him out of town. Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, I'm sticking to Ducks in 6, but, like, I think at the end of it, I know Edmonton can be seen as a deeper team. I just think the youth movement of Anaheim's going to overpower them.
I mean, Yusuf Zhina I've done for years and years. I mean, it's like, let's just look at the 3 things, and it's like, now the Ducks definitely win goaltending. Even on Dostal's bad night, he is incredible.
He's still a better goaltender.
Now, I will say this. I'm Ducks in 6. If Draisaitl comes back and is healthy, then we have a much different conversation.
We have a problem. Yeah.
If Draisaitl's back, it's like Oilers in 5.
Yeah, like, admittedly, it's like, because at that point, you just can't keep up with the scoring. I mean, like, it sucks, but, like, it's just the reality.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. No, that was easy. We all agree on everything about this series. It's funny.
I don't think the Ducks are like, I think if there's one team they can beat in the first round, I think it's Edmonton. And I think it's partially Edmonton's hurt, partially Edmonton's not the same Edmonton they've been the last few years. And I think on sheer youthful, like, exuberance, they're going to come out the gate hot. Plus, I think they're really going to benefit off the long break because they don't start till Monday. The Ducks played Thursday.
That series doesn't start till Monday?
They don't start till tomorrow night, and they had a day off, a public practice that was fully loaded in here, and they traveled to Edmonton today, and they're gonna.
Yeah.
So they're
rested up.
They'll have had a time to, like, mentally reset for a second. Right. I think this is gonna be a fun series. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm really hoping for the Cutter Gauthier goal scoring party. I'm like, please just light him the fuck up.
I really just want to see Connor McDavid sad.
I think everyone does at this point.
If we don't get that now, we'll get it in the second round. So, I mean, it's fun.
Well, yeah, but, like, it'll be the second round, and then Connor McDavid's going to be like, I'm demanding a trade. Get me out of here.
You are a New York Ranger.
Congratulations, Connor. You are a Buffalo Sabre.
Alright.
And speaking
Well-
of the Rangers, let's go to the East.
Let's talk about
let's
the
go to the
East.
East. Let's talk about the East.
'Cause the Rangers aren't there because they hate me.
So for the Eastern Conference, 2 series have already begun.
Yeah, I guess we should start with that.
Let's
which
do
is
the
both
Metro.
Yeah, it's the
Let's
Metro.
do the
Let's
Metro.
do it.
Let's do the Metro. The Battle of Pennsylvania.
God bless.
Pittsburgh versus Philly. Philly takes game 1, 3-2, off the back of fucking the kid I think is going to be a difference maker in this series, Porter Martone, and ekes out the first win of this series in Pittsburgh.
Can I ask a question very quickly?
Sure. Well, of course.
I don't care who's winning. I want to ask that. How many games is this going to be? It's 7, right?
7.
It's 7. This game is going to
Great
7.
conversation.
Yep. Great. We're done here.
Now,
After seeing last night, I think I might, in my bracket I submitted, I think I had Pittsburgh in like 6.
I think I also had Pittsburgh in 6.
But
interesting.
this thing's going 7.
I have Pittsburgh in 7.
This
I think-
series is everything we could want it to be. Tyler, I'm so sorry I interrupted you. Carry on.
Oh, you're good. No, go.
No. I was just gonna say, like, everything I had heard about last night's game was the most like, yeah, this is the best in-state rivalry game we could get possibly. Because never mind what happened on the ice, it's the fact that apparently before the game started, 20 fans got ejected, 5 got into fights, and there was a brawl in the parking lot.
Nature is healing.
Nature is healing. 90s
Pennsylvania
playoff hockey is
sportsman.
back.
Dude,
The Pittsburgh's also hosting the NFL draft this week.
Is it in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
oh my God, the Jets can disappoint me again. Excellent.
I think the Flyers played the game they wanted to play last night.
Yes.
I think they were like, we're going to punch you, Pittsburgh, and we'll see if you punch us back. And Pittsburgh kind of didn't punch as effectively. You know, they kind of played
the
a dirty
Flyers-
physical game and chippy. I mean, this thing got chippy fast, and I don't think the Penguins want to play
They don't want to play
chippy
chippy.
every single game. No.
Pittsburgh just looked very sloppy. Like the passes weren't correct. Like there was.
I think
nothing
part
that
of it is
screamed
Pittsburgh-
Penguins.
I think part of it's Pittsburgh is trying to figure out how they can counter Chippy. Because again, to Alex's point, like they don't want to be playing Chippy every game, but they know that if Philly dictates the game from opening puck drop the way they did yesterday, it's going to be an issue.
Did you guys see the Evgeny Malkin post-game quote? This is what has me kind of just thinking Pittsburgh's going to be fine. He said, it's just the first game. We understand. We not play in playoffs 3 years. Everybody a little bit nervous. We need to just play simple, play a little bit better.
That is the calmest Evgeny Malkin quote I've ever heard.
They're winning the cup.
They're winning the cup.
But like honestly, it's like I don't know.
That's the thing though, is leadership and like veteran discipline is I think a big part that Pittsburgh has the advantage on.
Oh,
That is
absolutely.
going to get them out of here in the end.
Name a
right.
veteran on Philly. Like honestly,
Trevor Zegras.
Travis Konechny,
like okay, I don't know. Man.
Matvei Michkov.
Couturier.
Even on the back nine of their career, like
Cam
Crosby,
York?
Malkin, Letang, any day of the week.
Yes.
They have just such a special thing. They could just wake up tomorrow and say, "Let's put up 8," and they'll just go put up a clinic.
Can
on-
Fleury come out of retirement just to hang out in the locker room?
Just to hang out, just for the vibes.
Dude, honestly, like, if I was the management, I would just fly him out, just have him in the arena.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
honestly,
I would just be
some
like,
kind
all
of
right, Mark,
energy
y'all
would-
is playing. Yeah.
You can prank whoever you want. We
Yeah,
promise.
just,
Yeah,
just let
we
him hang
pro-
out. Like, but I don't know. I just feel like, and honestly, Skinner didn't play that bad.
No.
No, it's going to look fine.
It's amazing what happens when his fan base is behind him.
Yeah, like, granted, like, I don't know. It's just the Pittsburgh is just and they wore the yellow jerseys. The vibes are good. I don't know. I just got a good.
Oh, yeah.
I
feeling.
mean, I'm out on the yellow jersey.
Yeah, you're right.
This
can't
jersey?
stand it.
No,
You're
I don't
wrong.
like the piss jersey.
You're wrong.
I'm not a big
I think
fan
their
of the
regular
Fish jersey
homes
either.
are fantastic.
Yeah,
These are no fun.
gorgeous.
The yellows are gorgeous. Anyhow, okay.
we're gonna next episode. We're gonna find out Tyler bought one in spite of us.
I might have to.
He might have to.
I've got
actually.
my hot take about this series.
Ooh,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's hear it.
Porter Martone is giving debut year Stankoven.
interesting.
Interesting. I like that.
I kinda
Stankoven came in, was an
Mhm.
impact difference maker for the Stars. Everybody
Yep.
was like, wow, this is next year's rookie of the year.
And then just fizzled.
And then he just didn't have a good year.
Yeah.
And then now he's good. I mean, like the player is still in there. Porter Martone is bringing like this like wave of just, yeah, I can do whatever I want. It's like that he thinks he's invincible. It's that like youthful
Porter
superiority
Martone,
complex, and he is not intimidated by the moment. And I think that is why he's able to be successful at this moment. Give him a full 82 game season, we'll see what happens with Porter Martone.
absolutely.
He is giving it's undeniable right now. He's giving them a jolt of like, this guy's new. He's bringing new ideas. He is super confident in himself, and that kind of play is impactful this time of year.
Well, honestly, I think the thing that made Philly win that game though was the fact that I forget who said it on the broadcast, but basically they're talking about how Philly has just not given up more than 2 goals in like their last 10 games.
Yeah, they've been kind of on a heater.
Like, they have been just absolutely defensively all bought in, which like if anyone could break that, it's Sidney Crosby. But like, that's like the thing you have to like. They're gonna have to break the system, and like, but once they break it, I mean, Philly's gonna be kind of hosed.
You know what
too.
I heard about Philly's post-Olympic break surge? Tocchet was with Team Canada. You know who else was with Team Canada and didn't have a job at the time?
Didn't have a job at the time.
One Pat DeBoer, known
Oh.
X and O's guy. And so I heard a report that DeBoer at the Olympics was like, hey, I've just been like watching hockey in my free time, and here's some X's and O's for you, Tocchet, and provided some defensive feedback, and they changed how they play.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can believe that because there was a noticeable difference in the way that Philly changed their game.
Well, so
coming
the
out
good
of the
news
Olympics.
is it's a DeBoer system, so it'll absolutely fail in like 2 weeks. But like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
It'll
They're
fail
gonna
in game 5.
Yeah. They're gonna scratch into a game 7 by accident, and then the second they go, we got it. Oh, there it goes.
Crosby,
Oh, no.
another highlight.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have anything else on this series?
I have one little thing to the
Fire
Porter
on.
Martone point, and then this is where I'll finish. I think the thing with Porter Martone is the kind of charisma this kid has, and the kind of backing that the fans have for him because he has that charisma. And he's so confident in himself right now. Is everything I think the fans wanted out of Matvei Michkov last season, and I think it's gonna die down fast. Like Porter Martone's looking good right now. He's got a goal in the playoffs. Cool, great, love that. By like game 5, he's gonna be a shell, because by then the Penguins will have figured out, okay, we're neutralizing this kid once and for all. That's about it.
I also think we're just gonna get it. We're gonna get a signature Pittsburgh core game. And
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
I think game 2 is gonna just be. It's gonna be the core.
It's gonna be a Pittsburgh game. Yeah.
Like, everyone's gonna be like, "Damn, maybe the Flyers don't get this." And
Yeah.
I kind of want Stuart Skinner to get a shutout or 2 in the series. I honestly just want.
That'd be great.
I need
Stuart-
Edmonton to
If
suffer.
Stuart Skinner getting a gets at least 2 shutouts in this series, if the Penguins make the final,
Oh, Edmonton will kill themselves. Like, the whole
Edmonton
series
might
would
just blow up the.
of the 3 games I watched, this was the loudest. This was
Yes,
the loudest
they
crowd.
were.
It
Dude.
was so
Holy.
loud in that building.
Dude, it was just
You could tell over TV.
that game was just incredible. I mean,
It was
That
great.
was probably
We
the
need
best.
more of
That-
this.
In my opinion, that was the game of that's gonna be the game. That's gonna be the series of the first round. Like that's the one to watch.
Okay.
If you're like, I gotta
Right.
watch one playoff series, it's gonna be Pittsburgh.
All right. Moving away from the Metro for a quick second. I'm kind of moving away, but this team's still in the Metro. The Metro leading and East leading Carolina Hurricanes mysteriously won a hockey game yesterday, 1-0, and it seems like their
2-0.
opponent didn't
It's
show
like
up.
It's 2-0.
Was it 2-0? Oh, it was 2-0.
2-0.
Friend was 2-0. Anyway, they won 2-0, and their opponent seemed to not show up.
No, they almost had a goal. Freddie Anderson just did like Freddie Anderson playoff spectacular for his one game and made like the most unreal save ever. And
Yeah. I make the joke because Ottawa
Brady
Senators
Tkachuk
fans
punched people 3 seconds
Yeah.
into the game.
I made the joke because
I thought that was
Babyface
how you win
himself-
hockey games.
It is. Isn't that
something
how
like
Brady
that.
Tkachuk wins?
Something.
Because apparently Brady Tkachuk had said that Carolina won't see them coming, and I'm like, yeah, they definitely won't now. Like Carolina and
It's Canes in 4, right?
I think it's
gonna be
Canes in
like
4.
I actually disagree.
I was thinking 5 at first.
So honestly, I had Canes in 5 on my bracket, but I actually think this is gonna be a little bit closer. Because honestly, like like I said, they literally got stopped on the goal line by a spectacular save from Anderson. Like, I don't think it's as crazy to think this might be a 6-game series now. Like, after watching it, like, I truly think Ottawa has some gas in the tank. Like, I mean, losing if they scored that goal as a 2-1 game, it would be having a much different conversation. I think the fact they got shutouts, but kind of everyone's just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a quick one. But I think it's playoff hockey. It's gonna be a close, tight series. Both teams are very defensively two-way and everything. It's gonna just be a low-scoring series. I don't know.
I think this is the best Canes team of the last 4 years.
This is
whole,
absolutely
like,
the best
Carolina
Canes
run.
that they've
This is the
they've
best
loaded up. Yeah.
Carolina team. They have, despite being so defensive focused, been able to light teams up throughout the season.
Yeah.
And I think this is the best goaltending they've had of the last 3-4 years, which I find it interesting that they started Freddie when Bussy's right there. But
Yeah.
they got the win. I think they've got if Freddie has a shaky game, they have a solid person they can look to.
Yeah. Brandon
Which
Bussey.
they didn't have previously.
I think it was, in a way, like, I definitely questioned why they didn't start Brandon for the first game, but then I was like, okay, let Freddie play the first game, see how things go, bring in Brandon when you need to, right? Like, that's if anything, Brandon Bussey is their safety net. Yeah, which is kind of a smart way to go. And again, like, yeah, to the point, this is definitely, in the Brind'Amour era, the best team that Carolina has loaded into the playoffs. And Carolina's weird because they have a strange history of being really close when it comes to playing teams that are known for being incredibly gritty. But they've lost all those series against teams that are incredibly gritty. So this might not go the way we think. But it's Ottawa, and Ottawa's still young. And I think Carolina has that discipline that this series is going to be done quick. I say, I'm going to be realistic and probably say 5. I think Ottawa gets 1 game.
You know what the best positive Ottawa has going for them after that game?
Is that Brady Tkachuk is getting traded after this?
Linus Ullmark actually played a phenomenal game.
Ullmark looked amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah. Protect him at all costs.
I hope he can defeat the, he can't play in the playoff rumor. Because, honestly,
I know.
He's so good. I mean, honestly, like I said, I think it'll be 5, but honestly, if this went 6, I wouldn't be shocked. And like I said, I might this one. I'm honestly not totally against Ottawa. This one, I actually think there's a lot more of a shot they win than a lot of people give them.
I think so, but I think Carolina just has the discipline and the experience to.
I mean, if Ottawa was in the other series,
Carolina every year.
I know.
Ottawa had Pittsburgh. I honestly think Ottawa could beat Pittsburgh. I think Carolina is the team to beat them.
This series doesn't matter till Game 3.
Yeah,
honestly,
probably.
Okay.
You know why? Because that's when Carolina plays on the road, and Carolina can't win on the road.
And Carolina can't win on the road.
Well, we'll see.
All right, the Atlantic matchups. Do we start with the vibes, or do we start with what might actually be the other most entertaining series of this playoffs?
I have a profound one. I'd like to. Let's start with Buffalo, Boston.
Okay, so we're starting with the vibes.
I think that's where I want to start too.
Okay. Yeah, I want to end with the other one.
I would like to know the other one.
Buffalo's in, and they're a 1 seed?
No. Buffalo's a wagon is what they are. Everyone fucking hop on the train, get your beer sabers out.
They sold out.
This is the other vibe team.
Yeah. If anything, this might be the vibes team.
This is Utah of the East.
Horned animals.
Buffalo Sabres are going into this playoff series with the best winning record since January. They were 27th as early as, I believe it was early January. Since then, they have won the Atlantic. They have 50 plus wins. Dude, they might pull a St. Louis.
They could.
They might pull a 2019 St. Louis.
Here's the thing. I think Boston is sneaky closer to Buffalo than people think. Of the young and dumb teams, right, that are in this playoffs, Buffalo has, I think, the scariest, we might get thwacked here if we aren't careful.
Well, because here's the thing, right? It's vibes versus culture.
Yeah,
this matchup is truly vibes versus culture. Buffalo has all the vibes going in. everything somehow has worked out for them in the end. Like the fucking trading JJ Peterka to Utah worked out for Utah, and getting originally Michael Kesselring was the big part of that trade, but Josh Doan has been a fucking savior for them. Like everything, Rasmus Dahlin is finally looking like the Rasmus Dahlin we wanted him to look like. Everything is looking great. Alex Lyon is top, like what, 10, 15 goaltender in the league behind all that. Everything's working out. The vibes are truly immaculate in Buffalo. However, yes, the Bruins are dumb. Yes, the Bruins are in a weird retool, rebuild, whatever you want to call it. But there's one thing that never changes about the Boston Bruins, no matter how the team goes, and that is they are always the Boston Bruins.
Literally. Yeah, that's kind of
Also,
That culture doesn't change.
No. We were talking about Pittsburgh and Philly being just like a loud, toxic environment to be playing in.
Bad.
If you don't think TD Garden is going to be screaming obscenities at the Buffalo Sabres players if the second something goes wrong,
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be magic. Like this,
they're gonna be
series-
screaming obscenities at the Bruins
there's-
if something goes wrong.
there's a reason the Bruins torment the Leafs.
like, dude, this is gonna be like.
This is gonna be a wild series to watch.
I picked Buffalo in 6. I'll be upfront on that, but honestly, Boston.
I also
like,
picked Buffalo. I picked Buffalo in 7.
I think it's Buffalo in
Boston
7.
Does have a shot to just come with a right.
Boston
hook and
totally
just
has a shot.
literally-
The
It's
thing
Boston
is,
could win this thing
Buffalo
in
in 6 or 7, or
yeah,
Boston
that's the thing.
5.
Boston
Exactly.
could be doing this in 5. Yeah, this could be done in 5, and Boston just sucker punches them.
It's either Buffalo
Drawn out,
isn't
Buffalo
ready for this
win.
moment and Boston just cakewalk, or this thing's going 7 and it's going to be wire to wire and Buffalo's going to pull it
I
out.
think it's either going wire to wire or we're getting a gentleman's sweep and Buffalo wins game 1 and the vibes are going crazy. Everyone like is losing their minds, and then Boston just wins 4 straight.
Let's break down the position groups, right?
Sure.
Starting
Yeah, we
with
should do that. We should do
goaltending.
that.
I think we still have to lean Boston. They have
Swayman, yeah,
Swayman.
over. Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah, Swayman all day.
Swayman,
Swayman all
they've
day.
got the goalie. In the playoffs, this is when goalies earn their money.
Yep.
It's when they say, I can steal a game for you. Pay me. Swayman is amazing. So I think
Mhm.
they win there. D, I think I lean Buffalo.
So according to Daily
Mainly
Faceoff,
because of the high end of Dahlin.
Dahlin.
But
So Buffalo is going to be running, going into the playoffs with the following defensive core. Rasmus Dahlin and Matthias Samuelsson are going to be their first pair. Bowen Byram and Owen Power are their second pair. And Connor Timmins and Logan Stanley are going to be their third pair. The Bruins are going to be running Jonathan Asperat and Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm and Mason Lohrei, and then Nikita Zadorov and Andrew Peak. Realistically, I give the advantage to Buffalo. Oh, what are you?
Charlie McAvoy is great, and him is
That's the
Charlie
thing.
McAvoy's great.
Charlie McAvoy's the difference maker. Oh,
Yeah. I honestly
caught.
that might pull me just over the edge to.
okay.
But what version of Lindholm are you getting?
Yeah,
Right?
That
That too,
the
yeah.
trick.
What
That's
version of
the
Hampus
trick.
Lindholm are you going to get? Like for me, I think the advantage goes to
Lohrei
Buffalo, but
has
it's
been
only
very
it's
exciting.
there. He has, yes. That's the thing is, again, it's Bruins culture.
This,
Right?
yeah, like that's
Like-
the problem. This just feels like a series of like Boston's just gonna come in like we'll probably lose game 1, shake the rest off, and be like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing. Like
Because I think too, like Buffalo, I'm so proud of Buffalo. We're all so happy for Buffalo that they've done so well like recently. But this has only been a few months. The Sabres, I think, are just now figuring out what the identity of the Sabres are moving forward, and this playoff run is going to help really cement that. The Bruins are the Bruins, dude. They just don't grab guys that can't be Bruins. They only ever acquire guys that fit the Bruin mentality.
like I
like-
just like I'll say this: if Boston wins, it's gonna be like fourth liner Tanner Jeannot is just gonna put on an absolute clinic. Like
Mhm.
that's it's
It's gonna be close
Yeah.
in defense.
Buffalo in
Forwards.
we'll be positive.
I still want to talk about forwards for a quick second.
Oh,
Forwards.
absolutely.
The Boston Bruins are going to be running in this playoffs with the following forward lines. Your first line, according to Daily Faceoff at least, Morgan Geekie, Elias Lindholm, and David Pastrnak. Your second line, Casey Middlestat, Pavel Zacha down the center, and Victor Arvidsson. James Higgins will be on the roster going into the playoffs, having just made his debut a few days ago. Fraser Minton and Marat Kuznetsov. Don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry if I butchered it. And then their fourth line of Tanner Jeannot, Sean Corelli, and Mark Kostelik.
That's
Bruins.
a Boston line. Yeah, that's
Boston line. Such a Bruins line. The Buffalo Sabres.
I mean,
are
they're
going
gonna
into the following.
put that line. They're gonna put that line out against Tage.
Exactly. They're putting.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're absolutely putting that line. The Sabres' first line: Peyton Krebs, Tage Thompson down the middle, and Alex Tuck. Jason Zucker, Ryan McLeod, Jack Quinn, Zach Benson, Josh Norris, Josh Doan, and then Jordan Greenway, Josh Dunn, and Beck Mallenstein. All young guys, for the most part, all vibes. There are so much vibes. The firepower has been great on this Buffalo team. Tanner Jeannot is going to eat them alive, isn't he?
That's kind of like on paper, I actually agree with you guys. Buffalo has a better defense.
They do.
I have them winning in 6 games, and I'm talking myself out of this actively because it's just like
I just thought of another thing that's also I'm the same way. I'm like Bruins in 7, or not Bruins in 7, Sabres in 7, Buffalo in 7. But think about the sport. Think about these sports towns.
Yeah, I'm just like
looking at if the New England Patriots were playing the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we'd all be taking the Patriots.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just there's something here. Like I don't know.
Yep. And as 3 individuals that all lived in Boston for 4 years, and we lived in Boston during like the glory days of sports.
Yeah, I'm a Jets fan in football. I know. Like trust me, I watch it every year. It's terrible.
I still have Buffalo, but like, oh, now I'm worried.
This
Buffalo
could so scared.
6. Like how we all start like this could be easy, and it's like shit.
Yeah, we start breaking it down. We're like, oh, never mind.
The more you think about how lurking of a dragon Boston actually is.
The Bruins are just so fucking ridiculous, man. Like in a year that everyone thought they wouldn't make the playoffs, and that like they just truly have to retool. Oh, I mean, shit! Here come the Bruins.
They bottomed out, brought back in the culture, and they just went, this is how we're going to do it. Friedman talked about their pro scouting team is kind of to point to for their success. They didn't look to amateurs to rebuild this. They looked to guys in the AHL, and they retooled it that way, and they did an amazing job.
Yeah, the Bruins made a very smart approach in this. All right. So from a series that we all thought would be easier to predict than we thought, that became a little more difficult.
I'm sorry.
This is the series. I don't know how it's going to go.
I feel the opposite. I know exactly how this series is going.
Really?
Tampa in 6.
Oh.
Tampa in 6. All the way.
Awkward.
Yeah, like as I just talked about how amazing Tampa is, like while we were shooting on everybody else in the West. This is easy. Montreal, baby.
Montreal in 7.
I'll see what I had. I want to make sure.
You're going to pick against I'm going to pick against the Lightning.
Yep.
It's Montreal in 7. And here's why.
Montreal in 7.
I'm going to just... I hear you on the Vasilevsky. I'm just going to name some names. And then, I think we'll be okay. Let me pull it up. Should have been more prepared. I'm going to actually have to click and talk my way out of this. All right.
It's fine.
I just can't believe Tyler's not siding with Vasilevsky.
Nick Suzuki had 101 points. Cole Caulfield had 88 points. Lane Hudson had 78 points. Slavkowski had 73.
Say it in a French accent.
Oui.
Also, Cole Caulfield had 62. Also, Cole Caulfield 51 goals. Thank you very much.
Now, granted, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. The goaltending for Montreal scares the absolute shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. They're not good comparatively. It's not even close. But everything else, I'm taking Montreal. The vibes alone of a playoff game in Montreal will feed families.
I didn't say this is going to be a sweep. I have Tampa winning it in 6. And I think I watched every Ducks Montreal game this season closely because this Montreal is Ducks is Ducks East with just like a little bit more well-rounded defense, right? They can run and gun with the best of them. No lead is safe. The 2 teams leading the league in comeback wins, Montreal and Anaheim. They play a regular season style of hockey. I don't know if they're going to be able to play successful playoff hockey. And they're facing a juggernaut of the team that, let's be honest, runs the East. They're one of 2 teams that run the East, essentially, over the last 5 years.
More than that.
Since 2020, it has been Tampa, Florida, right?
I mean, honestly,
it was Tampa. Tampa went 3 times.
Dude, you could even take the Lightning back to when we were in high school with Ben Bishop. Honestly, they were always in the playoffs. It's insane.
And they've got one of the. They have probably one of the best goaltenders in the playoffs in Vasilevsky. They have a really high end decor. Radish, phenomenal.
Yeah, the
They still have
Radish
Hedman.
from Party he had this season. Jesus.
And then they've got the top end scoring. Like the only thing that has stopped Tampa has been the Florida Panthers. And who's not here? The Florida Panthers. Montreal is going to like win a game on vibes. They might win. They'll probably win 2 games on vibes. But I don't think they're going to be able to play 4 games of vibe hockey and get past Tampa. I love this Montreal team. It's awesome. I just don't think they're going to beat Tampa.
It really depends on like who Montreal starts in goal.
Yeah.
Dobish, probably.
It's probably going to be Jakub Dovish.
Yeah, I'd go Fowler.
Really? You'd start Fowler?
Why not?
Interesting. I don't know.
I'd start the Cares.
That's true. I guess why not? I think for me, it's a matter of how do I put this? So
You know why I
Alex,
start Fowler? Because
all great points. Oh, fair enough. All great points you have made, Alex. 100%. I understand where you're coming from with this. The Florida Panthers have only ever been able to stop the Lightning because they out-grit the Lightning. Montreal is about to go into this and see if they can prove the theory if you can outskill the Lightning. So no one's been able to do it yet. I think they can do it. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. Something that was brought up by, I want to say it was Dangle on the podcast. And to your point, on their defensive core, Darren Radish has been a dog. He's been scoring like a maniac. He's been great. He's also been a dog physically. What role does Arbor Jacki play? He's my fun little X factor going into this series. What role does your not great scoring, but heavy, firepower of a fucking punch, Arbor Jacki, is he going to play taking on the fairly gritty Tampa Bay Lightning? How is the unit of your Slavkovskys, your Hudsons, your Caulfields, your Suzukis, your Demidovs, your Oliver Kapanens? Is Noah Dobson still hurt?
That's a great
That
question.
I don't. Is he still injured? He is. They're going into this without Noah Dobson.
Just still.
So I think even with all that, I think Montreal finds a way.
The vibe.
And it's crazy to say. It's crazy. Yeah, the vibes are just there. I don't know what it is, but
yeah, on paper they're going to get slaughtered, but like for some reason,
on paper they're going to die. Yeah.
But
can I read to you this Tampa lineup?
No, we don't need to. We already know it's going to scare me, and I'm going to cry. We don't need it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to ruin the vibe.
But
Tyler, or not Tyler, Alex, please do read.
Do you know who's hiding on their 4th line?
Yes,
on their 4th line.
Corey
dear
Perry.
God.
Yeah.
Why is he on their 4th line?
Okay, so they're not winning the cup then. That's good.
No, they're not winning, but they're going to get to it.
They're going to get to it.
Yeah.
They're going to lose to Colorado again, aren't they?
Probably.
They're going to lose to Utah.
Kucherov, Point, Gonclaves, Gensel, Sorelli, Hagel, Paul, Gord, Jurgensons,
Zemgus
Bjorkstrand, James
Jurgensons?
Perry,
Sabres legend? Damn.
Moser, Radish, McDonough, Cernak, Charles-Edouard Dastu, I haven't seen that name before, and Emil Lilbert.
And Victor Hedman's out too. I look, I know, man, even with the lineup that Tampa's running,
I also
think
look at
Montreal-
the coaching matchup.
well, okay.
I mean, like,
John Cooper's the smartest man in hockey, but like,
But Marty St. Louis, he's a 5. Like,
it's all-time vibes versus
it's
all-time
vibes.
playoff.
Marty St. Louis won a cup with the Lightning. Look,
It's one of the most like
you have no
experienced
idea.
playoff teams going up against the all-time vibes team.
You know, I love how we used all the logic of this for Boston and Buffalo, and we're like, well, Boston might edge out, and Alex is providing the exact same points. We're like, but Montreal is awesome.
But Cole Caulfield scored 51 goals.
Dude, it's Montreal. It's just like, dude, it's just vibe.
It's just the vibes, man.
Also,
It's
looking
just
at stats,
vibes.
absolutely would start Fowler. No question in my mind. I'd start Fowler if I was Montreal.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd start Dobish, but I can see why I do want to start Fowler.
Dude, do you guys realize how good of a season Kucherov just had? Again?
What? He had 130 points. That's like a Tuesday for him.
Yeah, like Alex, I don't think you understand the word vibes.
This man has been robbed of like 3 Hart trophies.
Yeah, he is. Oh my god, we're getting props again. No, I get it. Kucherov has had an incredible season. Jake Gensel had like what 88 points or something this season. Like there has been great scoring on the Lightning, but then you look at like what I like to look at sometimes with scoring is how it's spread out, right? And obviously Kucherov is your number one guy. He's going to be scoring a lot. He has 130 points. That's a lot of fucking points. The next best scorer is, if I do my math, that's 42 points short for Kucherov. Like,
Well,
okay, that's a bit of a
Here's
jump.
here's the other thing that you're talking about. Like, right, people, Kucherov has had a rough couple of years in the playoffs, but you know who they just manned up to him and just said, this is what's happening, is they put Alexander Barkov on him.
Yeah.
Who is
best
going to play
defensive forward in
Selke?
the league,
Who's
yeah.
going to play Selke defense against Kucherov on Montreal?
If
No
Nick
one.
Suzuki's willing to take up the challenge, man.
Vibes, Alex.
I love everyone on Montreal. I love Nick Suzuki. I
Yes.
love Cole Caulfield. I love
Vibes.
Hudson. I love Demidov. I love Fowler. I love Dobit. Like, it's an amazing group. It's an amazing group. I just don't know if they can vibe their way past Tampa. Did you see what John Cooper wore to the outdoor game?
Yeah, the Scarface suit.
Have you ever heard of Marty St. Louis? Like, have you not? Like, have you not seen the yellow hockey stick that he scored goals with? Like, look,
Man.
I have sung the praises of John Cooper on this podcast for years. I have sworn that Andre Vasilevsky is the best goalie in the league since his first season. Trust me, I have drank the Kool-Aid. I love Tampa. And they brought back their old jerseys. They'd be the best franchise in hockey. I'd probably convert, honest to God. But, like, vibes, Alex. Vibes. It doesn't work for other teams, but vibes here are great.
But vibes in Montreal work too. I also like
Oh my God.
Now Tampa has home ice advantage going into this. I think the home games for Montreal though are going to be difference makers.
Dude, yeah, they are.
They're going to be difference makers, man. Like the Bell
Tampa
Center
in
gets
6.
crazy.
I'm not saying Montreal's not going to win those home games.
And
That's
I'm
fine,
Marty-
and I'm still sticking to Montreal in 7.
Yeah. If I'm Marty St. Louis, I would just bring a TV in the locker room and just broadcast to the entire team the streets of Montreal.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's all. Yeah, you don't have to say a word.
vibes. I think if there's one series that I want like the fucking wildest upset, it's this one.
Absolutely.
Which is funny because you look at the point, you look at the standings, and you're like, that's not much of an upset because
No.
of how good.
They're
Because
the
how
same.
good Montreal
They
was
both
this
have
season.
106 points, man.
But it's
Yeah.
the fact that Montreal is going into this like David versus Goliath matchup being looked at as like smaller than David because they're playing the fucking Lightning, who decided, hey, remember we were good? Yeah, we'll do that again.
Okay,
Can you guys imagine a Buffalo Montreal second round matchup?
The vibes of that matchup are going to destroy North America.
Alex, let me ask you a question. Who do you have more faith making? Like, honestly, do you have more faith in Buffalo beating Boston or Montreal beating Tampa?
I have more faith in Montreal beating Tampa.
There we go.
Yes,
There's the
vibes.
answer.
That's a vibe answer.
That's the vibes.
I have more faith in Montreal beating Tampa than Buffalo beating Boston.
You have more faith in
We know.
Utah beating Vegas or Montreal beating the Lightning.
You know what? Fuck it. Utah beating Vegas.
Oh, vibes.
We broke them. This is great.
We got
I'm
him
broken.
finally. We did it. Vibes. That's all that
Peer
matters. is
pressure
Vibes.
works, kids.
It's
I'm broken.
like I said, like we have so many great round one matches this year.
This is gonna
but
be
like,
amazing.
this is the one I'm looking the most forward to outside of probably Minnesota, Dallas. Is like if Montreal gets out of this, dude.
You know what I think is undeniable after this conversation?
That we love hockey.
We love hockey. The playoff format isn't so terrible. This is exactly what Bettman
You
wants.
shut your mouth, boy.
No. The seeding format is not the problem. The seeding format is not the problem.
No,
it's
the point
loser
system
points.
is. Yeah,
It's the point
Yeah,
system.
Yeah.
Fix the point system, and I think you get a much better. But you want this divisional matchup between some of the really. You want to get these really great first round matchups.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you want them in the semifinal, but hockey has a lot of regional audiences. People tune out once their team loses. Get the big matchup.
I think we're like no, like I hate this team with more passion than anybody else, but like the Capitals ranking 12th in the league and missing the playoffs is quite absurd. And what could be like Ovi's like second to last or last season.
The
is
LA
kinda-
Kings are a crime against humanity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree on that. Like,
No.
there's a lot of reasons for it. But like, I mean, like Alex, no offense to your Anaheim Ducks, but like Columbus had the same amount of points as you guys.
No,
Detroit
there
had
were
the
stretches.
same amount of points.
There were stretches of this season where I was like, "These guys don't want it. This is awful."
Columbus should
Like-
be in the playoffs.
Yeah, like honestly, like Yusuf, no offense, if it came down to Columbus or Detroit, like
Oh,
Columbus honestly
Columbus.
absolutely deserved that. Yeah, and it just sucks because like that's
Not
right.
if you ask Bonus.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Bonus, I might have a different opinion than me, but like I don't know, like it's just sucks. Or it's like
Mhm.
I don't know, like I said,
No, I get it. Yeah, it does.
missing on like an
It just-
OV last playoff series or like second to last could be like
Cause like, yeah,
I don't
we
think
got-
I don't think Ovi's done.
I think he has one
Ovi's
more
done.
on him.
he's gonna finish the contract out. He's gonna finish next year.
I think he's got next.
I
year
think
in
he
the
tries to
Ovi.
go for 1,000.
See that?
I can see that. Anyway,
Well,
that was a fun
That's for the
conversation.
offseason.
That's for the off season. Anything
right.
else we want to talk about? We've already hit an hour and a half. We got no. I think we're pooped at this point. The playoffs
Yeah.
are the playoffs. I'm so happy they're here.
all right. I'll ask one.
Well,
final
gentlemen.
question. Let's ask one
All right.
final question. We'll call it.
Okay.
Which is your vibes team? Who's the team that you're rallying around the most this first round? Who is the team you're pulling for harder than any other team this first round? Okay, so Alex picked the loser.
It's called being a real fan.
Yeah, I'm rooting.
I
for
think
a
it's. I think for me, it's
ping
Montreal.
pong ball. Yeah, I'm kind of with Montreal.
Utah's second. Utah
I'm
vibes.
gonna-
If I'm adopting a team, I think I'm Pittsburgh.
You
Okay.
were about to say
Pittsburgh.
Utah. I know it.
No,
Thought about it. He
if
was
I'm
like,
adopting a team, I think I'm adopting Pittsburgh.
That's great. I like that. It's good. You like your birds. It's good.
Birds stay together.
birds
fly
stay together. Birds fly together.
Now I want both of you to lose.
Oh,
Well,
man.
on that disappointment.
Peace.
On that note, we will, by the time we're back recording, the second round hopefully will have started, assuming every series doesn't go 7.
We'll have a lot to talk about. Montreal, Boston,
Oh, yeah.
Utah versus the world. Like
Mixed
Shoot.
fraudulent.
Look, man, that second round, that conference final, Utah, Colorado.
oh,
Oh,
gonna feed families.
Preview for the outdoor game next year.
which we should go to.
We'll talk about that. We're going.
We'll talk about that later. All right. On that note, this has been Up the Boards. You know where to find us. Have fun watching the playoffs. It's the best time of the year in sports. It really is. Until then, go Utah.